Hey everyone, it's Justin. I had a client ask me earlier this week about sump pumps. They just moved into their new house. Unfortunately, because of the situation, we had multiple offers, and we couldn't do a home inspection on the home because we had to remove some of those conditions in order to get the house. And they moved in. We did look around the house originally, and we talked about some of the things, and it was a very unique situation where the husband wasn't available to see the house. Long story short, there is no sump pump in this house. And as far as I'm aware, anyway, I haven't been back since, but as far as they can tell and we can tell, there's no sump. And I won't want to say they're freaking out about it, but they're very kind of wondering why there wouldn't be a sump pump in a house. Because I think in modern houses, I think sometimes they're sort of seen in a lot of modern houses. I live in an area, we all live in an area where this house was, where there seems to be a few sump pumps around. But I wanted to give you a few details on sump pumps and why they're there and what they do, and if you need one, because you may not need one in your house. Point one is, if you've never had a wet basement or any kind of leakage or anything else in your basement, you very likely will never need a sump pump. If your house is sitting up high on a hill with all the water draining down and away, you're not likely ever going to need a sump pump. There are very specific sort of bylaws in the building code that break down who and when, or what houses and when a sump pump would be necessary. If you notice, for example, some townhouse complexes, if you have townhouses, the end units may have sump pumps on them to take the water from the foundation away, and then the middle units don't. Same with some detached residential areas where, down one street where there might be 5 or 6 houses in a little section, the end houses have sump pumps to help take water away from the areas that are draining that way. Especially in tighter subdivisions, of course, when you've got situations where drainage is at a premium, because as soon as you move a little bit of draining or a little bit of the grading, it can change water direction in towards your house very easily, especially when you're so close together. I think at the end of the day, look at it this way. I've seen houses that are in this area. I live in the Orchard in Burlington. In this area here, that the sump pump runs when it rains every day, all the time. Every 10 minutes, every 5 minutes it goes. It's bum, 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 water flying out of the house, and it's going like crazy. And then I've been in houses in this very area that have sump pumps that are dry as a bone. The sump pump has never turned on. No water has ever been in that pit in the sump. And so, is it necessary in every house? No, absolutely not. You kind of got to play it by ear. Is it difficult to install after the fact? Yeah, the idea behind a sump pump is taking water away from the bottom of the foundation on the exterior of the home, bringing it all the way around to one pit that's in your basement. If you've ever looked in that sump pump, it's like a bit of a pit that they've dug, and that submersible pump pumps that water back out to one location, which is usually where the drainage area is on your property, and it takes it away from the home and ultimately, hopefully, to the storm drains into the street. So to dig out your entire exterior of your home in order to do a sump pump, a little bit ineffective cost-wise. Better off just to try grading and some other solutions first, so you may not need one. There are some interior sump pump scenarios where you can sort of dig a trough around the inside of your foundation, and any water that seeps through the foundation cracks or the foundation walls would go down through they then put up a plastic membrane, down through the membrane into the drainage system and out through the sump. But I guess at the end of the day, don't freak out if you don't have a sump. Really look at the indicators around the house with the home inspector or with your agent and see if it's dry. Is it finished? Are there moisture problems somewhere down there? And those things will give you an idea of whether or not you may need one in the future, and whether or not you decide to put one in. Or if there is one, make sure it's working, because really, if it is there, it is a useful tool for getting water away from the house on those really crazy rainy days, when there is water really, really penetrating that soil. So that's my sump pump chat. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye.